For MarkBook's main form, click on Mark Sets in the upper menu bar, and then click on Loaned Items. Or, click on the Class menu, and click on Loaned Items. Or, from the main screen, click Printed Forms, and at the right side, click Loaned Items to arrive at this screen. The Loaned Items screen enables a teacher to enter as many as 10 loaned items per student. And in this case, the teacher has already created a textbook entry for a text titled Math Power 8. The serial number of each loaned text is in the identification column. One student doesn't have a textbook, and another student has already lost that textbook. The user could print a variety of forms using the buttons at the lower left. To enter another loaned item, select number 2 from the item menu. Enter a title. For instance, this might be a music class and the teacher is about to issue musical instruments. There is no author and there is no value that's going to be consistent for all the instruments, so leave those the way they are. Suppose the first student has a clarinet, and it's the number 3 clarinet. Type that into the item ID cell and push enter. Second student has tuba number 2, and so on and so on. At the lower left of the loaned items screen, there are several print options. Decide which texts or other loaned items you're going to print or not print, as the case may be. Along with the student name, you can include 2 other items. The student number or home form might be useful at the beginning of the term, but if you were going to hand this form to a secretary to chase down over the summer, it might be useful to put on a phone number or 2. For the column 2 heading, decide whether you want the status, as in an end-of-year report, or whether you want initials, which would be handy for issuing textbooks at the beginning of the term. And then click the Print button. The resulting printout looks like this. There are 2 columns for each loaned item. The identification column lists the serial number for each text. The identification column is a space where the student can initial or sign, indicating that they've received that loaned item. Print individual agreement forms using the box in the lower left corner. If you want to produce a blank form, check that cell. If you want to change the agreement text on the form, click Edit, Notepad will open, and the text that will merge onto the form is in the upper part of the frame. Instructions are down below. If you've made any changes, click File, click Save, and then leave Notepad. To actually print the form, click the Print button. And this is what the form looks like on letter or A4 paper. There are 2 agreements per page. Cut the pages in half to issue them to students. A single agreement contains spaces for the student to fill in, have the student put in the identification serial number, and have the student and parents sign and date the form. If you'd like MarkBook to merge the student identification and serial number onto the form, uncheck the blank form cell and then click Print. This time, MarkBook puts the student name in the top box and merges the issued text number in the identification row in the middle box. Suppose you have to delete a student from the class and that student has 1 or more loaned items. Click Class, click the Delete button for the selected student, and MarkBook will caution you that this student has 2 items in this case that have to be collected.